And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise as the Hayfield Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our national flag, led by Cadet Second Lieutenant Khaled, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Hurtado, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Herrera, Cadet Second Lieutenant Cherry, Cadet Private Rodriguez, and Cadet Staff Sergeant Isara Sakati. And now, the Hayfield Chorale, under the direction of Walter Krasinski, performs our national anthem. Fans, once again, we welcome you to tonight's contest between the visiting T.C. Williams Titans and your Hayfield Hawks. Fans, we remind you to please stay outside of the fence at all times, cheer positively for your team and not against the opponents or officials. This is a smoke-free campus. We appreciate you not smoking at any time during tonight's contest. We also remind you that whistles and similar devices are prohibited. Fans, we'd like to welcome our officials for tonight's contest. Referee number 27, Doug Hewitt. Umpire number 47, Tim Lander. Linesman number 94, Craig Hain. Line judge, Adam Golcher. Back judge number 86, Mike Bragg. And electric clock operator number 116, Mike Lashaldi. TC has won the toss and defers to the second half. Hayfield will receive.
But even with Georgia, but if we don't take Jairon out of the game, Alabama loses. But they've been so highly rated, even if they lose, they can still put them in. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 6, Titan football, where the TC Titans tonight will take on the Hawks from Hayfield High School. A long-term rivalry between these two schools, both in Alexandria, one in the city, one in the county. Both of these teams are coming off impressive wins, and this should be an interesting contest tonight. I am Jim Gibson, along here with Felix Trammell, bringing you all the action from Hayfield High School. The Titans have won the toss and have elected to defer. They'll be kicking off. Felix, what are the keys to the game for Hayfield tonight?
Hayfield is a true air raid team. If you think of the Texas Tech and teams of that nature in college, Hayfield spreads the ball all over the field. Their quarterback, Chase Soper, has 11 touchdowns on the season, 2 interceptions, spreads the ball around to multiple receivers. Every receiver is going to be live. So Hayfield wants to get the ball out of his hands quick, move the ball up and down the field, score the ball. Titans going to have to be smart on defense today.
Absolutely. Titans are lined up to kick the ball. And we're about to start. Kick is high and short. Fielded at the 15, up to the 20, to the 25, off the right side, to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Hayfield, great return. Hayfield returns it to the Titans' 47-yard line.
There is a flag down at the 34.
Flag on the play.
That was Tramiel Drummond-Wiggins on the return, number 3, an electric receiver. You'll see him in the slot, but it looks like there'll be a penalty on the Hawks that'll bring this return back. As you can already see, the Hawks possess great athletes. The Titans have had the luxury of being the more athletic team of pretty much everyone they faced. Tonight, they'll match it up with some athletes as well.
The call is holding on Hayfield. That'll negate a 45-yard kick return and 10 yards from the spot. It'll be first and 10 Hayfield from the 22-yard line. Charles Sofer is the quarterback. He keeps it, runs off the right side. He's got 10, 12, 13 yards.
Charles Sofer with the keeper.
Charles Sofer
takes the ball past the 35-yard
on the quarterback
line.
keeper.
First down,
Titans have been weak on that left side of their defense for quite a while. Coach Henderson has probably scoped that out and dials up a quarterback keeper. First play, first and 10 Hayfield from the Titans, from their own 36-yard line. Sofer in the shotgun. Looks left, turns left, complete to number 7. That's Rajon Pringle.
As you see, the ball got out of Soper's hands quickly. Soper's not only the leading passer, he's also the leading rusher for this team. So Titans going to have a lot to diagnose on the defensive end. That was a false start. The slot receiver thought this was CFL.
He thought it was on 3, it was on 2.
It almost looked like it was the CFL where you get the run and start to the line.
That is a false start on Hayfield.
And that's usually when you can tell he's gonna be the featured person on that play. He gets a little excited. That definitely will help the Titans out.
They mark off 5. It'll be second and 8.
Inside the 40-yard line, second down and 8.
39. Sofer in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He looks to the right, throws it to the underneath man, but they catch him. Maybe 1 on the play. That's a long pass.
Sauber's pass to number 10, Scott
They
Rhodes.
threw it to the one receiver that was uncovered, but the Titans recovered quickly. Stop him for maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that Sauber was trying to throw that quick screen to Scott Woods, and he was on the near hash mark, throwing it across to the far hash mark. That took a long time. Titans were able to rally up. This is imperative the Titans get off the field here and make the Hawks punt.
Sofer back to pass, scrambles to his right, throws it. Looks like it was complete.
Sauber's pass complete. To number 13, Nigel Kanubi with a great catch.
Kanubi on the catch. Tavares Brown on the stop, but it's good for about 14. But there was a flag on the play.
Now, if there's one weakness for the Hawks, it's their offensive line. Their offensive line it barely averages from here. It looks 220, if that. So they're lighter, quicker linemen, so they're trying to get angles to block instead of square blocking, and somebody got a holding infraction, and that helps the Titans out tremendously.
That helps the quarterback get a few seconds when you hold the defender. 3rd and 20 for the Hawks. Sofer in the backfield. He keeps it. Picks up more than about a 12. It'll bring up a 4th and 12. Good fake. I thought he handed that off, but he read the end and kept it for a pickup of 12. 4th and 8 from the 39-yard line.
The way you win those reads is you blow that running back up every time. Every time. It doesn't matter if he has the ball. You hit him, and he'll get timid coming across to that read, and it makes it an easier read to see that the quarterback kept the ball.
Back deep to receive the punt for the Titans. That could have been blocked. Is Tavares Brown. He's going to let it roll out of bounds at about just inside the 30-yard line.
Around the 26-yard line.
That was a good job there from the Titan defense. They had faced some different offenses. West Potomac had a real different offense than this, and Robinson had a different offense than this, and Patriot had a different offense than this. So showing the versatility of the defense, got them off the field. Now it's imperative now that the Titans go down the field and score.
Titans looks like they're lining up in a empty backfield. Robert Lagerbeam in his 3rd start at quarterback. Hard count.
Whistle before the play.
Yep, offsides on the Hawks there. Somebody got a little early as you diagnosed, Coach. Hard count, got him jumping.
1 yard line, first down.
1st and 5. Still Longer Beam in the shotgun by himself. Rolls, passes. Complete.
That's Senko there.
To Senko.
And that's a first down.
Pickup of about 7. That should be enough for a first down.
That's a good throw from Longer, who hadn't had the best throws on the run previously, but that was a good job. He rolled out to his right, put his foot in the ground, let the ball go right on time to the receiver.
Still empty backfield. It looks like Coach Longerbeam's going to spread these guys out, see if they can cover 5 at a time. Senko goes in motion. Longerbeam pulls it down, keeps it. Picks up 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 yards.
That's Lagerbeam's strength is running the football, and the end got up the field. There was a natural running lane, and he was decisive and got 8, 9 yards there on first down.
It looks like they were trying to isolate the one receiver on the right side. He was covered, but the end was uncovered, and he took off up the seam. 2nd and 1 for the Titans. Now we got 2 backs in the backfield. Longerbeam keeps it. May get 1 on forward progress.
Longerbeam with the keeper.
That was a designed quarterback keeper.
Brought down at the line after a short gain.
The officials are trying to decide. They use their eyes first. And
they're gonna measure.
Yeah, it's close. There Titans switched up the formation, and they went from the empty to the 2 running backs out the pistol with Williams and Eaton in the backfield. So as soon as they see Eaton, all eyes went to him. Longerbeam's got to be a little bit more decisive, get upfield, get the first down, and get down.
He's just a tad short. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I think Coach Longerbeam is trying to do the old adage you do in basketball. If a team that presses don't like to be pressed, so if a team wants to spread out and grow it, you spread out, see if they can defend it.
There's another psychological edge there too. If you have a prolific offense, a team that has to play the spread, they're used to getting beat often in practice. And so we hope that's the case tonight. 3rd and just a couple inches. Straight run. Oh, they spread that nicely. Does 4th down. Straight run from an empty.
That was a QB sweep. They pulled the left guard around, but the linebacker is able to scrape down the line.
He lost a yard, and we're going to see Anthony Eaton in the lineup for the first time. I'm surprised at 2nd and 2.
Oh, second. That was what, 3rd and an inch?
3rd and an inch, yeah. Got him.
The Hawks decided to help us out. That was number 53. Kamal Ahmed got a head start. The D tackle. Ansi trying to make a stop.
This is the first time that we've really seen the Titans try to employ a hard count. They usually just get it from a hand signal. They have seen something in the film that the Hawk defenders are a little antsy, not watching the ball, listen to the voice. 1st and 10 Titans from the 48-yard line of the Hawks. Longerbeam in the backfield again. 4 receivers to the left. They throw a double pass. Oh, underthrown. He was wide open. If they could have given him some air, it was 5 yards between he and the closest receiver. Ross, a former quarterback, just couldn't get enough on it.
That was the wrinkle. Last week it was Tavares Brown that came in and do all those halfback passes. This time they had Ross do it, and he was open. All he had to do was stick his foot in the ground and let it go, and let Senko run underneath it.
Yeah, throw him open. Yeah, in fact, he
threw
it where he was.
Right.
By the time he got there, 3 defenders were there as well. 2nd and 10. Longerbeam That middle screen that was effective last week was not effective this time.
That middle screen is a little harder to run on that field when you're pressed up on that sideline. It's an easier C for the DB, and he was able to blow that up for that to even happen. Now we're in 3rd and long.
But it was highly effective last week, and it's hard to run it again after they've been coached up on it all week. Longer beam, empty backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Back to pass. Rolling left, throws left. Caught, completed.
TC's pass complete to number 2,
Anthony Eason.
Wow,
on the reception. He's all of 5'8", went up with the big boys and came down with it.
It looked from our vantage point that was knocked down. It fitted well, but he showed some strong hands to hold on to that. And that was actually a good throw from Longer Beam.
Longer Beam's form in these past couple of weeks, it's clearly better than it was 2 weeks ago.
And on that one, rolling to his left, he set himself with his feet and threw a good strike there.
Fundamentally sound. That was a good execution there on the Titans. 1st and 10. Handoff goes nowhere. He's going to lose one.
TC ball carrier brought down at the line.
The Hawks are definitely shooting the gaps on the D-line. They're just trying to get upfield, hoping to disrupt what the Titans want to run, running downhill. But the Titans can't abandon it. You can't go away from it. You got to keep running the ball because eventually they're going to shoot a gap and leave a gap open. Eden's going to hit it, and it's going to be night-night.
Longer beam in the shotgun. Eaton to his left. Longer beam rolls left, throws, and it's picked off. Underthrown. The corner saw it, picks it off, returns it to the Titan 44-yard line.
We were just complimenting Longer Beam there, but number 24 for the Hawks, Devin Washington, got a gift. He just rolled over, and Longer Beam threw it straight to him, and he got a decent return there. And a very promising drive from the Titans. Goes up in smoke with one bad pass attempt.
Looks like it was miscommunication. The receiver went to the left. Longer Beam threw it inside, and nobody there. Straight handoff up the gut. Picks up, 9 or 10.
Number 26 on as Battle with the carry.
That was Battle there. I'm
on
as Battle.
40-yard line.
Junior, straight give.
Timeout for an injured player on the field.
And they'll be attending number 72, one of the linemen, Yasir Muhammad. There are 2 Muhammads listed in the Hayfield roster, both number 73. So I'm assuming one number 72.
Yeah, it looks like that's number 72 that's down. They're tending to him. Appears to be in a little bit of pain there, too.
He went straight down behind the play, so I don't know. I don't think anybody rolled up on him, but he was down, and he was in a considerable amount of pain away from the pileup.
The trainer came out. Coach Eric Henderson came running out and got there pretty quickly. Coach Henderson over the past year lost about 100 pounds. He couldn't do that 2 years ago.
I'm about to say, Coach Henderson, he shed a few pounds there. He looked pretty athletic coming on the field as he helped his linemen off the field.
Bearing no weight. Putting a little weight on that left leg now, but a serious limp. He'll be out of there for a play or two anyway. When play resumes, 6:43 remaining in the first quarter, Hayfield will be 2nd and about 1 inside the Titan 40.
First down for the Hawks at the 39-yard line of TC.
Please, I hope it's a nice day.
Sofer hands it off. No, he keeps it. He ran about 10 yards, but it was east and west and not north and south. He picks up about 4, though, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Both ends converge on the mesh point. Somebody's got to take the running back. Someone's got to take the quarterback. So if the running back runs towards you, that's your man. And if you see the QB's back, that's yours.
Sulfur in the shotgun. Lets it go quickly to number 7. They're on him. He gets about 3 yards on that. Pringle, his primary receiver.
Down inside the 30-yard line.
They have matched up for some really good games. They really torched Robinson 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Pringle was the man.
He has 463 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. So he is their highest rated receiver by yards and touchdowns.
Sulfur looks right. Oh, underneath receiver, but they bottle him up, but he picks up a few. That's a long and dangerous pass. That linebacker takes one more step. It's a pick 6.
Yeah, and what he does, Sulfur, is he's reading numbers. He sees somebody uncovered. There's an automatic check in this offense to go to a screen. And you get a linebacker to shoot that gap, like you said, and that's a touchdown the other way.
3rd and 2. Sulfur looks left, throws left. Man uncovered again. He picks. Looks like he has enough for a first down. Battle on the reception.
That was the running back flared out the backfield. Titans were in zone. The man stayed off of him to make sure, and he was able to get a clean catch. And it's close for a first down.
They're going to measure.
Well, no, that looks like they're giving it to him. The judge is waving him down, and they gave him the first down there.
First down.
Sulfur looks, keeps it again. He's giving up ground, but now he turns the corner, picks up about 13 or 14.
Close to the 10-yard line.
Down, looks like inside the 10-yard
That's
line.
another Hayfield first down.
That option's getting the Titans. They're defending the pass fairly well, but the option when he keeps it is he's going 5-6 yards before there's a Titan defender near him.
When you have a running quarterback like that, he should be getting punished. Every time he gives that fake, make him pay. 1st and goal for Hayfield. He does hand it off this time, and he gets very little off the right side.
Like you said, that if you hit him on every play, that's twofold. He's going to be reluctant to run, and it's going to be a little bit hurting to throw the ball. So you got to, like I said, whoever in back he's to, you blow him up every time.
Hayfield comes out in a hurry up, Sulfur in the backfield, takes a quick snap, gives it to him off the left side for a touchdown.
That was Clarence Lipford there, the backup running back. Like you said, off the left side, and the Titans were able to score. The Hawks were able to score, and they capitalized off the turnover. It was a promising Titans drive. The turnover gave the Hawks good field position, and they were able to convert a couple of third downs and able to get it in the end zone.
Oh, kick looks like it was partially blocked. In any event, it's no good. 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. Hayfield scores first. Hawks 6. Titans have yet to score.
Titans are going to have to tighten up their run defense, and that's what's been hurting them the last couple weeks is run defense. Teams haven't really been able to throw the ball to the Titans this year. The Titans have pretty good DBs led by Tavares Brown, but the defensive line and linebackers have given up their fair share of runs, and they're coming from different looks. This is just a read option look, and they're getting good yards. So the D-linemen are going to have to get off the blocks, fill some gaps, and slow the running attack down.
They got to play assignment football, and if the quarterback wants to hold on to that ball, you got to pay. 4:19 to go. The Hawks lining up to kick it deep. Brown and Longerbeam back to receive it. Oh, correction, that's not Longerbeam. Get a number for you.
That's Michael Honesty back there with Tavares Brown, the backup running back.
They kick it deep, but it's out of bounds. Titans will get it on the 35.
Goes out of bounds.
That they may have been like, let's not kick it to Brown and kick it.
There's another flag. A lot of jawboning going on, and a very late flag.
In a rivalry game, these are the sort of things that happen. Which, if you're walking to your sideline and somebody says something to you, So the original thing is kick out of bounds, so it'll be the Titans ball on the 35, and then there's the penalty after the play, which has to be unsportsmanlike conduct. So it just depends on who's in.
It's a dead ball, so the Titans will get it at the 50 or the 30. Or the 20.
Kickoff out of bounds is the legal procedure on Hayfield.
Oh, unsportsmanlike against the Hawks. Titans get the ball at midfield.
There you go. There was some chirping at the end of play. And one of the Hawks just had to get one last word in, and he was the one that was caught.
The ball will be placed at the 50-yard line, first down TC.
The Hawks were able to capitalize on the Titans' mistake. Let's see if the Titans can capitalize on the Hawks' mistake and get this ball in the end zone.
Great field position. They start at midfield, half field to go. Longer beam, quick throw to the left. Picks up a few.
Pass complete to number 7.
That's a pass to Eden. You know, just a flare out. Those spread offenses use that as a version of the running game.
It's a short gain on the
Try
play.
to get numbers out. The ball has to be a little bit quicker before the defense can react to it, because nobody motioned out with Eden when he went out of the backfield.
Longer beam in the shotgun, Eden to his left. Fumble, Eden recovers it. Man, that was really short.
The snap was short, and then Longer beam put his eyes up
by
and started to look at the way he was going to throw.
No, it never got to him. It went to the ground before it hit his hands.
Ball placed at the 50-yard line. That's third down.
Hit his leg or something on the exchange. 3rd and 10 now. Longer being back to pass. They flush him out. He breaks contain. Gets some more. Gets the first down.
I think that's probably one of the top reasons why Coach Longbean wants his son back there at quarterback. That ability there really wasn't much open. The Hawks had covered up pretty much everything, but his ability with his legs to extend the drive, convert a 3rd and long, first down. Those are certain things you can't teach coach, and that's one of those things right there.
Picks up 12, makes for a first down. Titans at the 39-yard line of the Hawks. Longer beam in the backfield. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Straight handoff. Oh, muddled exchange there. Gave it to Eden. Couldn't tell if he wanted to give or keep it.
The ball carrier.
They lose 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
What happened? That's one of those where the running back wants the ball and the quarterback wants the ball.
Straight fake and give. Longer being off the left side to the 20, to the 10. Pickup of about 25. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 12 or 12-yard line.
That was called a greed option. He kept it, and he made a business decision when there was 2 people there to go out of bounds.
Go out of bounds.
That is a smart business decision. But they just saw the give inside. Everybody shot inside. Blocked up well on the outside, and Longer beam is a strider.
And you do have to respect the ball going to Eden. But he's got to get a clean handoff. It hasn't been a clean handoff yet, and so he's sort of waiting to get it. He's got to be able to hit the hole very hard and, to have any momentum. No gain on that. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's hard when you're going out of the shotgun and the running back's getting there from the side like that. It has to be clean so he can get momentum going forward versus the quarterback being on the center, turning his back, and the running back's running downhill with momentum.
And it's all touch. He can't look for it. He's got to look down the field. Longer beam in the shotgun. Give it to him on the right side. Eaton. Oh, ball was up around his head. He held on to it. Picks up about 3.
Yeah, it looked like David Tyree's catch from the Super Bowl. It was on his shoulder pad.
Around the 10-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Eaton shows some strength and keeps it pinned down. And got something out of that. Could have been a disaster there.
Could have been a disaster, but he picks up 3. 3rd and 7 from the 10. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Longerbeam looks to the left. Runs to the left. Turning the corner, touchdown.
Basically what they did there is they leveraged him to the right, and Longerbeam read it, got to the left, they blocked up the end, and you trusted speed on that safety in the middle, and that was a foot race, and Longerbeam won.
That's when you empty the backfield out there and you put 3 receivers on one side, you force the safety come to the middle of the field, and then you just try to leverage the other side. Good block on the end. Once he turned the corner, it was all over. 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Titans tie it 6-6. Extra point pending. Josue Gomez. The kick is up and good. Titans take the lead. 58 seconds to go.
The Hawks have the scoreboard, I want to say it's inverted, because from how we can see it, the Hawks side is closer side to where we're sitting. The guest side is on the other side, but it still says 7-6. Titans ahead. But that was a good drive there, aided by the sportsmanlike conduct penalty from the Hawks. And we're seeing the versatility that Longerbeam adds to the position. He may not be the precision passer, but he's mobile, he's athletic. And sometimes you just want to get some of your best athletes out there and give yourself a chance.
And he appears to be getting better as a game manager. He's not going to throw that 40-yard, pass on the dime, but those dinky 10, 12, screen passes, he can handle that. And if nobody's, open, he can take it off. He's a threat every time.
And if a guy gets open deep, you just have him javelin up there and see how far he can throw it, and trust your receivers to get there. But it's giving the offense a jolt that it lost earlier in the season, and the Titans' offense does look explosive.
Hayfield does have some diminutive cornerbacks. A jump ball wouldn't be a bad play. Onside kick.
Onside
Hawks
kick
recover it.
Special
teams
by
wrinkle.
TC is recovered
Number 13
by
for
Hayfield.
the Hawks, Nigel Nkumbi, watched it hit in front of him. He's a receiver and never tried to make a ball, and the Titans made a play out of it and almost got there. But that was something maybe they saw on film, catch them off guard. If you kick it to them and they return it, try the onside kick, they're near the 50.
1st and 10, Hayfield from the 46-yard line. Sofer in the shotgun, one receiver to his left. He looks right, throws right, complete. Breaks a tackle, still running. Pickup of about 13.
Pass complete to number 10, Scott Woods.
If you notice that's a timing throw. Sofer did 2 steps and threw the ball where he was supposed to be, and he was there. But the Titans that missed a tackle there, which gave up a 4-yard gain into a 13-yard gain.
Quarterback keeper again up the middle. Gets 3 or 4 this time, not as many.
Stop with the ball carrier.
That's a little bit better on that weak side, watching for that QB run. And he's holding that ball kind of loose there. You stick him a couple bit, he might give up that ball.
That was Zane Khan on the tackle. 2nd and 5. He looks right, throws right. Receiver open. If they are uncovered, he's going to throw that ball. That's a Henderson signature.
Yeah, that's the Baylor Texas Tech offense. Whoever's uncovered, that's who they're throwing the ball to.
Henderson, a former TC coach, got a number of receivers in college doing that same thing. You don't cover me, I'm throwing it.
Sure did. That's the end of the first quarter.
With our score, TC 7.
After 1 quarter play, Titans 7, Hawks 6. Homecoming day for Hayfield. Titans have the first quarter lead.
Oh, that last play, Soper kept that, and they were pulling on the ball. Like I said, he's going to hold that ball a little lax, running through that hole. They think there's an opportunity there if the Titans keep working at that ball. It's a cooler night as we finally hit fall. It went from summer to fall in 2 days, and this is most definitely football weather. Like you said, it's homecoming, and it's a rivalry game. The stands are pretty full here. Looks like the middle school bands are with the Titan band tonight, so they have a good number. The Hayfield Hawks band has a good number. It's a good crowd here for an exciting matchup. And like we said earlier, this is really for the district right here, because Mount Vernon would be the other player, but Mount Vernon suffered a big defeat to the Hawks last week, and the Titans have already beaten West Potomac. So that would only leave Annandale, who's not won a game this year. So this game is
essentially for first place in the district. So for back to pass, pops up in the air, incomplete.
The quarterback did a great job popping in the air. Someone's got to get that. Those are the ones you need. And that was probably the first pass Soper's thrown that didn't hit the receiver clean.
Or was incomplete.
Third down for the Hawks.
Soper in the shotgun. 3 steps back, rolls to his left, looking long, lets it go. Oh, almost intercepted. Hit him in the hands.
That was Bernard Lee there, number 13. And he read the route. He jumped in front of it, got around him, didn't touch the receiver, and he let him hit his shoulder pass.
He tried to catch it with his body. Got to catch it with your hands.
That's why he's a defender.
That brings up 4th down, 4th and 9 for the Hawks, and they're going for it.
Off that extra point, they don't have the kicker, so it's definitely smart for them to go for it.
Soper looks to the left, he turns it. It's complete, but he will not get the first down. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 Titans.
What happens when you get closer to the end zone and compresses the field, and instead of having 40, 50 yards to work with, it's only 20 to 30. That loads up the place with defenders. They try to do a quick out and let the receiver get a first down, but that's a great play to force them out of bounds.
Titans defense holds. Let's see if the offense can convert. 1st and 10 TC from the 20-yard line. Longer beam comes out. Eason is in the slot. Ross to the left. 2 receivers to the right. 3 receivers to the right. Man comes in motion. They fake it. He keeps it. Off the right side. Longer beam picks up 7, 8, and is dragged down. Good play. 2nd and about 3.
Number 22, Jaden Lenore doesn't get there. He gets the first down. He might get the sideline. But that's a good play design. That's some wrinkle they haven't shown, that jet sweep motion, and then they run underneath it. That's something different.
Pickup of 7, 2nd and 3 from the 27. Four receivers on that side. Longer beam keeps it again. Turns it up. 1st down. Up to about the 36-yard line. Pickup of 10. First down Titans.
That's just a good read there, even though it was to the field side. He saw a lane. And the safest play is to keep the ball in your hands. The ball doesn't change hands. It's harder for you to lose possession of it.
10:53 and counting. Titans on the move again.
Now,
1st and 10 TC from the 36-yard line.
Now you show that read. It's time for that play action to go over the top.
Longer beam gives it to number 20.
That's Michael Honesty there.
Michael Honesty gets a carry. He loses about 3.
You can see right there, Longer beam and Honesty were fighting over the ball.
Out of the backfield, the number 8, Marquez.
And was able to grab Honesty and pull him down. Honesty was there in the slot. He ran those jet motions, but preferably the Titans would probably want to have
Brings up 2nd and long.
Or
Eaton and Lamont Williams have both came back into now. Anthony Eason and Honesty were in on that 1st down play. Interesting wrinkle. Now we got 2 running backs in the backfield. Oh, great play by Longerbeam. He was trapped. He saw Ricky Ross release, found him. Pickup of about 9. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 4.
That was the quick screen to Ross. The Hawks jumped it, read it. Longerbeam was able to keep himself alive. Ross broke down the field and was able to put it on him and made a play.
Nice soft pass in his hands. And Ricky Ross is a threat, once he gets the ball in his hands. Longerbeam, 2 running backs in the backfield. 2 receivers here on the left side. Longerbeam back to pass. Looks long. I don't know who that was for. One receiver fell down. The other one was in the area. Ball falls incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, Titans definitely punt here. It looked like Ross was running a straight go route, and I don't know if Sanko in the slot was supposed to run it out or Ross was supposed to hitch back, but it was definitely a miscommunication there. But the Titans were able to get out their own end a little bit and put a little distance in the ball, pin the Hawks deep.
Interesting that they tried a pass there, a longer pass and not a shorter pass. Long punt. Caught by number 7, and he gets a return up to about the 39-yard line.
That was Algamir there, number 62. That was a really good punt. There was a flag
on the play.
Don't see where it is on the field.
If it's against the Hawks, it's going to be a 1st down for the Titans.
If it's against the Hawks before they punted the ball.
Offsides.
It's offsides on. If it's offsides on the Hawks, it would be 1st down Titans. Oh, they called hold. The referee it looked like the referee had his hands on his hips, which is the signal for offsides. But he called a hold, so that'll force the Hawks way back.
Deep into their territory. It's a spot foul. Looks like it occurred at the 30, so it'll be first and 10 Hayfield from
the 15. It must have happened at the 25. So that's a great flip of the field there.
Absolutely.
Titan special teams coming through in a big way early.
Sofer back to pass. Looks to the left. Complete. To his favorite receiver, Pringle. Picks up about 7. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, that's standard there. The outside receiver. If they see a cushion 7-8 yards, they're
gonna throw it. Yeah.
They go 5 and throw it. Looks like one of the Titans have to come off the field. Number 18, Umaru Lamine. And now Longerbeam's coming out on the field at safety.
Handoff come off the left side. Turns the corner. He'll be close to the 1st down.
Looks like
1st down. He did. Got enough. Needed 3. Got 3.5.
Yeah, that was battle there. He ran about 20 yards to get 3, but he did get the 3 he needed.
Sofer in the backfield. One running back there with him. They read, he keeps it. He paid for it that time. Picks up about 5, but he was met hard there.
Yeah, that was Muhammad Ali. That's the appropriate name when you hit somebody. And that was a good legal hit. Those are wear on him going on in this game.
2nd and 4. Straight give to the running back, and he breaks one now for about 9 or 10. 1st down Hawks.
The Titans walked the middle linebacker up there over the center. Once he was sealed off, there was nobody left until he got 8 yards downfield. Longerbeam comes off as Lamine comes back in as he had an equipment issue.
Pass to the left side. Complete. Pickup of about 7.
The Hawks don't mind this short passing game. keeps them in control of the field, which it keeps their stronger unit on the field, which is their offense, and it takes time off the clock.
And they're confident doing it. It's apparent that they do this all the time. Sofer looks right, there's going to be a flag.
There's going to be 3 holds on that play. Sofer just took a hit.
He took a nasty hit from number 18. He'll remember that one.
And it's gonna really hurt because it's gonna come back for the hold. And Lamine lit him up. He was a runner, inbounds, and he paid the price for it. As a quarterback, that is extremely frustrating. I did all this work, I got hit, but it's coming back for a hold. And that's 10 yards from that spot, so that's going to be almost 2nd and 22 or something of that nature.
Quite a bit. Ooh.
That was a good hit, and I'm glad the flag wasn't called. I'm just
I was a little leery of targeting myself.
But he did lead with his shoulder. It was a little high, but he did lead with his shoulder. So now it's 2nd and 24. This was listed on the board.
Sofer in the backfield, motion. Oh, 2 men in motion. I don't care what happens there. That's going to be 2 men took off.
Right.
That's going to be motion against Hayfield.
It's got to be illegal motion. I would decline this one, make them 3rd and 24. One more play and get them off the field. Can't have 2 in motion. And if they do go in motion, they both have to stop and set for a second before you can snap it.
And the Titans do decline it. It'll be 3rd and 20.
Fans, attention for a special announcement. If you're participating in the homecoming court, please go to the flag.
Titans defense just needs to be smart here. Nothing deep, no penalties, and get the Hawks off the field.
If they want 5 or 6 here, give it to them, get them down. It'll be 4th down.
I have to say, let them get 7 or 8.
Once again, all elementary school participants, please report to the scoreboard. Thank you.
Straight draw.
Keeper. That's fine. They'll take that. He picks up about 8, but they'll bring up a 4th and 12.
That's beautiful. And if they want to let the quarterback take hits, he's not. He's a good, solid kid, but he's not the most physically imposing. So if he wants to take hits going up the middle, that's fine. But the Titans defense do their job and get them off the field with 7 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Timeout, T.C. Williams. They had some personnel issues they want to get squared away. This really plays into the Titans' hands. Their return game has been outstanding this year.
Definitely. And they were trying to get the right players on the field, and they were yelling for people, and some people were coming out, other people weren't. Smart time out here. So it's 7 minutes remaining in the contest. This game has gone the Titans' way, the way they needed to go. They're matching them athlete for athlete. They're disrupting their offense. And sans one bad throw from wrong, it could be a touchdown here.
So we need about a 6-minute and 58-second drive for a score, and then they get the ball back again.
Right. And the most frustrating thing for a spread offense, a quick tip offense, is to not have the ball. And standing on the sideline, those athletes get a little colder. It's a cooler night.
A little chilly tonight.
Yeah, so, they're standing on the sideline. They're not getting a chance to run. That starts to wear on them.
4th and 14. Hayfield in punt formation. They get it off. Oh, once again, they tried to Tavares Brown took a real chance, fields it at the 25, down at the 25.
He was surrounded by Gray, and the punter tried to take a dive back there.
He was in drama class this afternoon, but he didn't do his homework.
He didn't practice enough. And
referee didn't buy it.
Right.
1st and 10 TC from their own 24-yard line.
But Titans have been close blocking those kicks. If he would have just turned straight at him, it would have hit him in the chest.
He had a good shot to get that. He didn't want it bad enough. Empty backfield. Longer beam throws it behind Eason. He catches it, gets a couple. He gets that ball in front of him. He gets some room to run.
He gets his shoulder square. That's the play Oklahoma's running famous. They run that running quarterback at that guy. It's pretty much an option play. that guy runs to the quarterback, he throws it. The guy runs with the receiver, he keeps running. So it's a glorified option play.
And you're flirting with that line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 25. Longer beam again with the empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right. He rolls right. He looks right. It was tipped and out of bounds, falls incomplete.
That was a bad pass. That hit the linebacker in his chest. And that's why he plays linebacker. It went straight up in the air, but it went out of bounds. That's a harder throw when it's a layered throw, when there's a defender underneath and a defender over the top, and that ball has to fit perfectly in there.
And it looked like they were in the zone. It appears that Longerbeam didn't see him.
Officials are swapping the ball out. Titans need to be smart here. They probably keyed in on Longerbeam running, so this would be a good time for the middle screen.
3rd and 9, Longerbeam back. Looks up the middle, pulls it down, and he gets pulled down at the 20, loss of 5.
Yeah, that play looked broken from the start.
There was no pocket for him to step up into, and when he stepped up, they were waiting on him.
They almost didn't full out blitz him. They just kind of pushed the pocket in, and let him move into them, and that's what happened there.
Brings up 4th down.
More importantly, they sealed the running lane, so he had nowhere to go. 4th down, Titans will have to punt. Pringle back deep. Oh. The punt goes out to the 27-yard line. A punt of all of 8 yards.
That was Shaheem Washington there, number 6 for the Hawks, was smart. Caught the ball and started to advance upfield. Great punt last time, but he missed that one tremendously. And now the Titans defense is up against it here.
8-yard punt. That's a field position turner if you ever saw one. Sofer in the backfield, 1 receiver to the left. He throws it to the right, complete pickup of 12. Down to the Titan around about the 14 or 15-yard line.
Yeah, it was Scott Woods there, their slot receiver. It looked a little high, but he showed great hands there.
Ball down inside the 15-yard line.
And he had plenty of room, too.
Right.
Titans got a man up here. Sofer hands it off. They break a tackle, breaks another one. Pickup of about 4 or 5 on there before he runs into real traffic.
That was Lifford there, the backup running back. He's the one that scored their touchdown.
2nd down.
He looks like a little bit stronger runner. There's nobody covering the slot right now.
Hawks rush back up to the line in the shotgun. Quick snap. Give it to him again. Third down, pickup of about 2, 3rd and 1. Big play here.
But with their kicking game, they probably have a propensity to go for it.
Hayfield lining up, believing they can just play a little bully ball now, right up the gut. Quarterback keeps it for a touchdown.
They keyed the running back too much. They forgot about the running back.
Gave it to him, kept it. 4:44 to go in the first half. Hayfield scores again.
That's what that bad punt does. It puts the defense up against the wall.
8-yard punt, flipped the field, put the Titans defense in a tough situation. Hayfield lines up for the extra point. The kick is up. This time it is good. Hayfield takes a 13-7 lead over the Titans with 4:44 to go in the half.
I believe that was the Hawks feature a female kicker, and I think that was her who kicked the extra point there. I wasn't sure if that was Madison Miller or Ellie Gorham. But she was able to get that ball through. Last time it was blocked. Titans here still in good position with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left. They kick it to one of our returners, get upfield, you can still score before the half, and you still get the
Got a
ball.
little wrinkle in the return team. Treontae Rogers and Eaton up close. Brown and Honesty deep.
Somewhere there's an athlete. They got to kick it to an athlete or they got to kick it out of bounds. They got to make their choice.
Line drive this time straight to Brown. Brown comes off the right side, turns the corner, breaks the tackle, gets up to the 25. First and 10 TC from their own 25-yard line. A return of about 12 or 13. He fielded it, broke one tackle, got positive yards.
I don't think he saw that last outside contain person. He was sitting there in no man's land, and that was the one who hit him. I don't think he ever saw him there because he thought he had a seam going off that left side.
Titans first and 10 from the 25. Two backs in the backfield. Longer beam from the shotgun, hands it over to Williams. Williams comes off the right side, picks up a bunch.
Left side, but
Yes, off the left side, the right side of the defensive line.
Yeah.
And he picks up about 6. It will be 2nd and 4.
That was a good run there. I think that was the first good power run from our running backs. It was blocked up well.
He fakes it to Eaton, keeps it himself for no gain that time.
That was Marquez Purdue, number 8, who was able to lock him up, and longer beam is shaken up. He was held by his leg and got spun around, and he's down. He's off in his own power, but it looks like he's holding his back. And
He'll come out for one play at least. Jack Rossi is warming up, and he'll be at the helm for at least one play.
When you're running up in the middle like that, those hits come from all angles, and nothing's worse than getting that hit in the back, even with a flap jacket. It finds those crevices.
3rd and 5 for the Titans from just over the 30-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rossi takes the snap. He looks, and he goes down.
Rossi got happy feet there. Ross was open. He bounced, and then he decided to run, and they closed the lane up. Unfortunate there for the Titans.
This punt is high, not very long, just high. But it takes a bounce inside the 40, down to about the 36-yard line. So we get about 35 yards on that punt.
That's a lot better. If that one goes a little bit further than high, he gets another 15, 20 yards.
No doubt. It went almost, the trajectory was almost straight up. But he get a favorable bounce. Hayfield gets the ball back. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. 2:58 remaining in the half. Titans are losing 13-7.
There's 3 minutes left. Titans defense needs to be smart here. Hayfield wants to go for the quick score. Got to keep him in front.
Sofer looks, passes complete and blown up. Woods on the reception. He was met quickly. Couldn't see who that was, but it was a good hit.
I think that's That's number 11.
Second down.
I think that's number 11. His jersey's kind of switched up, but he blew him up.
Lower the boom, no gain, 2nd and 10, 2:52 remaining. That pass is knocked down. Who was that?
That was Damian Thompson, number 10. As an end's supposed to do, you can't get there. Get your arms
up. That's right.
And he's taller than the Hayfield quarterback. So if he jumps with his arms up, it's a hard throw.
3rd and 10. If the Titans can hold him here, they get a chance to get the ball back. Man in motion. They look left. They throw it. Oh, he breaks a tackle and is running. Touchdown.
Hayfield went back to the exact same play. And Thompson did his job. He just couldn't get a hand on it. And he was able to scoop that off the ground. That was number 7, Rajon Pringle. He was able to fingertip that off the ground and had a seam, and there was no one left to catch him.
It was not that great of a pass. It was
a bad pass. It was good job by the defensive line to force a bad throw. You just need one person to make a tackle, and you're off the field there. The Hawks look like they're probably going to talk about going for 2 here, try to make it a full 2-touchdown lead here, which would be the smart play. But the Titans were this close to getting off the field and holding them. Instead, it was a long pass play and a touchdown. If they're going for it, you key in on the quarterback. Key in on the quarterback. Make them have to throw over your sides.
If they're predictable, it'll be a fake handoff quarterback keeper.
That's why I wouldn't walk the linebacker into that A-gap.
He's rolling to the right. Pass too far. Incomplete. Sofer's pass falls harmlessly to the ground. 2:37 remaining in the half. Hayfield 19, Titans 7.
That's what you do. You get in his face. He's a smaller guy trying to throw it. Pringle was open there. He actually had 2 guys open, and he threw it to no one because he couldn't see him.
He split the difference.
Titans, their mistakes, the Hawks have been able to capitalize on their mistakes. And the Hawks haven't made too many mistakes. The one mistake the Hawks did, the Titans were able to capitalize. So the Titans got to be smart here. There's still 2:37 left, so if you're able to get a first down, then you put the pedal on the gas and see if you can get some points before the half.
Kick is deep. Once again to Brown. Brown fields it at the 10. Cuts up the field. Gets up to about the 18 or 19.
Brown with the carry.
A lot of flags. I was looking at a skirmish up here, and it was a bigger skirmish down by the ball. And flags came from everywhere. And this game has certainly gotten chippy here. There was one up here with Treonte Rogers and a player, and I was watching them being separated. And then there was about 8 or 9 players down here near where Tavares Brown was tackled.
See what the Whitehead has to say here. Unsportsmanlike against Hayfield.
What's been happening is Hayfield's trying to finish every play, and after the play's over, give a little bit extra. And that's what's setting off there. So the officials are adjudicating it as they're starting this stuff, so they're the team that's penalized. 9 times out of 10, they'll go with the offsetting penalties, but this kind of sends a message. You know, you play through the whistle, and once the whistle's blown, it's over.
Hayfield's trying to give the Titans a little more, and that's exactly what they get, a little more. 15 yards, 1st and 10 for the Titans inside the 35-yard line. Longerbeam is recovered. Throws a long pass, and it's caught.
It is a flag by the tackle. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be a face mask because the receiver came back clean and caught it. So it's hard to see what this would be on the Titans after he caught the ball.
Good play on the ball. Pass was a little short. Receiver came back, wanted it more.
He got his head around quick. Was able to stop and see it. Pass interference on the offense. That might be one of the worst calls I've seen.
He just turned around and came back for that ball.
That's a very questionable call. All the receiver did was stop to look at the ball
and came back
and caught it. That and a series of calls. We don't say officiating changed the game, but that's a 60-yard flip. 70-yard flip because the ball Titans are inside their 20 when they would have been on the Hawks 30. Bad call there.
Pass to East and incomplete or out of bounds.
I think it was just a little too high for Eason. If Eason was Rodgers or Ross's height, it's probably a catch. But it's a good throw because either East catches it or it's incomplete. But I also like from Longerbeam, he's scrambling, looking to still throw the ball down the field, which break and contain, those defenders will start running to him and you'll get those guys wide open.
2:01, 2nd and 30. Longerbeam back to pass. Breaks the tackle, drops the ball. Recovers it, 3rd down.
That's where the non-quarterbacking comes in. When there's traffic, you get both hands on the football. He still had it with one hand. And one of the guys running by him was able to hit the ball. And Henderson calls timeout for the Hawks to try to get the ball back. There's plenty enough time here. Titans really going to have to be smart on this 3rd and 30.
Down in distance would suggest something like a middle screen. They want that clock to continue to run.
Bonefish Restaurant Team. Christopher Bonilla, Culinary Manager. Diego Valenti, General Manager.
That one call totally changed the dynamic for the Titans there. Now they're just in survival mode trying to get out this half. Not giving the Hawks another chance to score instead of having the chance to score themselves to make it a one-possession game.
20% off of the bill for this weekend if you mention Hayfield football to your server. Remember, that's 20% off of the bill at Bonefish if you mention Hayfield football. Thank you.
1:43 remaining. 3rd and a lot for the Titans. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They hand it to Eaton. Short gain.
TC ball carrier taken down by a bunch of Hawks.
Hawks take another timeout. It's going to be 4th and 30. And the Hawks will get another chance here. Hate to keep harping on it, but that's a very questionable call on that pass interference. That changes the whole dynamic of a game there. And the defender was still standing. The defender hadn't fallen down or anything.
And there was no jostling. He simply came back for the ball, ended up catching the ball, and there was no room for him to push off or anything like that. So we got to see that one again on the film.
Definitely, because if the defender's standing up, well, first of all, the defender's not looking at the ball. The receiver looks at the ball, goes another direction to catch it, and then the defender turns around. There's no way the defender was interfering with a right to catch the ball, which pass interference is. His right to catch the ball. He can't catch the ball if his head is facing the wrong way. have to get a good punt here. Has to go down the field.
It's 4th and a whole lot. Josue Gomez back to kick it. Good kick. It's fielded inside the 50. Pringle comes to his right, comes back to his left, gets some more yards, has turned the corner. Touchdown.
The Titans punted the ball and didn't run down the field. They kind of jogged down the field. And when you give a returner that advantage, he's able to see lanes, take his time, and he went left, went back middle, and came back to the right.
They appear to have had him trapped on the Titans' right side, and then the left side, they didn't maintain their lanes. Made one man miss, turned into a touchdown.
And the game that was very reasonable at 7-6 has turned into a Hawks onside in the last half of the second half. As the Hawks line up to go for 2.
No good.
But the referee did throw his flag. And watch this one be defensive pass interference.
Pass interference against the Titans.
That is pass interference on TC.
That ball was in the air for an eternity, and both players were turning and grabbing and pulling. And the Titans were the one penalized there, so the Hawks will get to do it again. So now it's a yard away. Must watch for the quarterback run here.
He rolls to the left.
He didn't get it.
Does not look like he got it.
He dove for it and looks like he got stopped short.
No signal, no score. 1:17 remaining in the half. Hayfield has stretched the lead out 25-7.
Game that was 7-6, maybe 5-6 minutes ago. It's completely turned on his head. Started with one bad punt, gave the Hawks a short field, they scored. Titans had to punt again. They had him in 3rd and long. They give up a long touchdown.
19 unanswered, aided significantly by the 10-yard punt. That was the turning point.
That was the turning point. And then that last Hayfield score was definitely influenced by a referee's decision to throw a flag.
The questionable offensive pass interference.
To me, offensive pass interference, if the defender's on the ground when he was trying to make a catch. If the defender's not trying to make a catch, he can't be interfered with.
And it did not appear he pushed or did anything to gain an advantage. Kicks it to Brown again on. Brown takes off up to about the 30, 31, 32-yard line.
Return outside the 30-yard line.
1:11 to go. TC gets the ball 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Titans need to minimize the mistakes here. You still have some quick hitters on this offense that can make plays and score quickly.
We got a wrinkle here. Rossi is in at quarterback with Eason in the backfield alongside him. Rossi he was open. Good idea. Senko intended receiver. Rossi threw it a little long.
Do it a little long and do it fast as well. That needs to have a little bit of air under it. Let Senko run and get it. Senko definitely has the ability to do that.
Rossi in the shotgun, 2nd and 10, 1:07 to go. Rossi back to pass, middle screen to Ross.
No,
Ross.
That's Eaton there.
TC
Is it?
screen pass.
Yeah, that was Eaton.
Taken
Correction.
out across the 35-yard line, 3rd down.
Pickup of 6. Good play. Got to get the ball in Eaton's hands. 47 seconds and counting.
If they get stopped short here, Hawks still have a couple timeouts. They may call one just to see if they'll make them punt. Got to get a 1st down here.
Rossi back to pass. Long pass, complete.
Good catch there from Ross.
Rossi to Ross.
45-yard line.
Picks up 6-18. TC calls a timeout. They have a 1st down, 23 seconds to go.
That was a good throw from Rossi. Read the field, put his foot in the ground. It was strike to Ross, who caught the ball. They able to move the chains. Now Rossi seems to be getting into the flow of the game. Don't know if Longerbeam's okay. I see him standing on the sideline.
And if he is okay, I'm wondering why he's not getting some snaps in the slot.
Right.
He's an outstanding receiver, and we've seen he's a very elusive runner and has been effective getting yards after the catch.
So that might mean he's not 100%. Maybe they just want to get him inside at halftime and check and see everything for the second half.
Three receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. Rossi back to pass. Looks long, lets it go, picked off.
They're going to have to get him down here.
Still on his feet. Down inside the 20, about the 15. No, 8 seconds to go.
Knowing Coach Henderson, he's going to take a couple shots in the end zone here. Easton was open, but Rossi overthrew him by 10 yards maybe. And that's Longerbeam needs a bigger target running down that seam. Because it was open. It was open in that zone. You just got to complete the throw where it needs to go. Titans defense is going to have to dig deep and try to hold the Hawks out the end zone.
Back to pass, running to his right, still looking, running to his right, still looking. Oh, he ran out the quarter.
He ran out the clock.
He helped the Titans that time by not throwing the ball.
He's got to know to throw that ball away when it's not there quick to get another chance.
And that's the half. At the half, Titans 7, Hayfield has 25. Welcome back to Hayfield High School for tonight's contest, second half, with the Titans trailing the Hayfield Hawks 25-7. Titans have the game score is no indication of how the game has been played. 2 critical mistakes by the Titans turned into 12 points for the Hawks, which allowed them to run, 19 unanswered as we close out the first half. A costly interception led to 1 touchdown, and then a 9-yard punt gave the Hawks the ball almost virtually in the red zone. 3 plays later, they score. Here we are, 25-7 as we start the second half. The good news is the Titans will get the ball to start the second half, and they had a couple sustained drives in the first half with some short passes peppered in with some longer beam runs that had the ball moving and consumed a considerable amount of clock. What do you think the Titans have to do, Felix, to be successful here in the second half?
The team that's most beating the Titans right now are the Titans. It's the self-inflicted wounds. One play I like to add your montage is that pass interference penalty. That was a 65-yard flip, and on that 2 plays later, Longerbeam gets hurt. We have that ball at the 30-25 going in. We score there.
Ball game.
It's a different ball game. So Titans' worst enemy has still been themselves. The special teams, we're doing well, the bad punt, but they need to come out don't abandon the run. You go down here and you score a touchdown. And then it's 25-14. That's 11 points. And then let the game happen. The Hawks showed you can score 3 touchdowns in a considerable amount of time. Last week against West Potomac, they scored 3 touchdowns in the third quarter. Completely flipped that game. So you have another third quarter like that, you're fine.
They had an explosive second half last week, so let's see what the Titans can do. Tavares Brown and Michael Honesty back deep for the Titans as the Hawks tee it up, get ready for the kick.
Yeah, that is a wrinkle. Lamont Williams is in front of Brown, and Eaton is in front of Lamont Williams. So they must have seen on the film that the kicker likes to kick left. And so they loaded up 3 strong ball runners on the left side of the right side of the kick return formation.
All of them, however, have gone to Brown, as does this one, and it bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, that one was more of a line drive punt, and Tavares can never really get underneath it. But the Titans will get the ball on the 20-yard line. It still seems archaic because the high school does the 20 while the college and the pros do the 25 now, but it's the 20-yard line.
NFL and college is trying to take the kickoff out of the game. Longer beam lined up in the shotgun, flanked by 2 running backs and receiver to the left side. Ball is given to Williams. He's bottled up. He's going to lose about 3 or 4.
They tried to run that stretch outside, and the end never gave up his outside shoulder, and it made Williams run parallel there. He had no cutback lane and forced him out of bounds. Titans going to have to get more running going downhill versus east and west.
Longer being back to pass. Looks long, throws long, caught. Ricky Ross. He just wanted it more.
That was similar to the last deep pass. Ross was able to, first of all, good throw from Longerbeam. Didn't throw it out of bounds on the tight sideline. And Ross with 2 feet in, look, and you can just see his athletic ability. A nice, easy catch, very routine, and gets the Titans near midfield.
1st and 10 TC from the 46. Give to, looks like Eaton. Was that Eaton on the carry? Pickup of 2 or 3. Eaton picks up 2, right up the gut. I like it. He attacked the hole.
That's fine. And those 2 and 3s turn into 4 and 5s, and eventually bring it to a long one. You keep pounding downhill.
Longer being back to pass. Throws long again, this time out of bounds.
He likes to throw to Ross. Like you said, him and Ross do have a connection. But they're on the left hash, so Ross just squeezed up against the sideline there. So it's just a harder throw to get.
I'd like to see him throw that ball to the field and let Ross go get it. Three receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Longerbeam gets the snap, looks, jukes, looks again, jukes, takes off, running down the sidelines, picks up could be close to the first down. They dropped the
They give him the first down.
They give him the first down. Pickup of at least 7.
That's the art of what you used to do when we coached us in basketball, the pump fake.
Yeah.
He pump faked 2 defenders out of the way to gain the sideline, and his stride was able to get the first down there and move the chains.
Three receivers to the right again, 1 to the left. He gives it to Eaton this time. Eaton gets a chunk off the right side. Pickup of at least 4 or 5, maybe more. We'll see.
There's a penalty late, and he looked like he threw it at a Hayfield defender.
Unsportsmanlike. Oh, unsportsmanlike.
I think they called it both ways. I think they called it both ways.
Offsetting.
Offset. Because it looked like the referee threw it at the Hayfield defender's feet. And maybe they were trying to negate the chirping.
That's dead ball. It should
cancel out if it's dead ball.
And the box is still at the original line of scrimmage.
Well, the boxing went to the new spot.
Came
back to the original spot. And all the referees had their cards out writing stuff down. So like we said,
he's going back. It's going to be second down in about 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's the right call because it looked like it was after the play.
Clearly after the play, yeah. 10-17, Lager Beam again in the shotgun. This time 3 receivers to the left. Lager Beam pulls it and keeps it. Picks up 1 or 2. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Good variety there. They're showing the runs to the outside and the runs to the middle. Definitely a lot closer to 4-down territory here, being on the Hawks 35. So you got 2 plays to get 4 yards.
The key is we can't be predictable. If this is another read and Lager Beam has to end up eating it, won't be good for the Titans. Oh, we almost got him with the hard count again. Gives it to Eaton. Eaton breaks off the middle. He gets about 10. First down, TC.
It was a read, but Lager Beam had made up the mind to give it to him, and Eaton with a head of steam downhill. Very few defenders can stop that, and the Titans are definitely coming out with a promising drive. Now they must finish and get the ball in the end zone.
First and 10, TC from the 15. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Lager Beam gets the snap, fakes the handoff, takes off, gets a couple more, down inside the red zone, touchdown! Oh, there's a flag on the very late flag.
And I think it's going to be on the Hawks. Because I think one of the linemen was down and the guy jumped on him and he has his helmet off. That was the one he threw the penalty at earlier.
Ejection. If that's his second unsportsmanlike,
it is an ejection. Because that may have been a lineman on the they called the offsetting penalties on, and he after the play when the linemen were down and he got on him and landed on him again, and the umpire was standing right there and threw the flag. But you're right, if that's his second unsportsmanlike, he is disqualified from this game, and he's disqualified from next week's game per the VHSL rules. So either way, the touchdown should count, and then that penalty should be enforced on the kickoff. The touchdown does count, and that was an amazing run by Lager Beam there.
He is an elusive runner. Unsportsmanlike against Hayfield.
And they said it'll be enforced on the kickoff.
Enforced on the kickoff, correct. 8:57 to go. Titans get closer, 25-13 with a kick pending.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here to make it 10. If they miss this, they would be down 12, so it's 2 scores.
Either way
you look at it. So, but that is the drive you want coming out of halftime for the Titans.
Lager Beam with 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He looks to run it in and does it easily.
He looked at the Reed player, number 23.
Who didn't move, by the way.
Who didn't move. He didn't. He's supposed to pick the quarterback or the running back. He picked neither. And Lager Beam ran right by him. And now the score is 25-15. And we have a ball game again, Coach.
Good opening drive for the Titans. Went right down the field.
if the Titans don't hurt themselves, the Hawks defense hasn't shown a propensity to stopping them. If they just keep doing what they're supposed to do, the Titans will be okay. Now on the defensive end, the Hawks were able to get in the rhythm at the end of the first half. So they're going to have to go back to that first quarter defense. Looks like they're subbing out the kicker. That's rare. I don't think I've seen that before. One kicker went out, and the other kicker came and got him. With the personal foul.
Yeah, they're going to kick this from the
45.
The 50.
No, the 45. There's a kickoff
from
on the 40.
15, that's correct.
Wouldn't be a bad hand onside it.
Or a squib kick, see if they can recover it.
The Hawks have the middle of their return is wide open. If you get it over that first up man's head. Now they switch kickers back.
And he kicks it out of
bounds by 2 yards.
They're going to get it on the 35, and he kicks it from the 40. A net 5 yards.
For that, you could have went for it because it's a 5-yard. It's a 5-yard game. That ball has to go to the end zone if you kick it long, or you squib it on the ground. That's just bad execution there from the Titans special team.
Got some works to do. You cannot get, when you kick the ball, you cannot get 5 or 10 yards. Those are long distance objectives. 5 yards is
that hurts because I mean for that you go for it, and at least the ball's on the 30.
So for back to pass, they catch him for the first time today.
That was Lamont Williams and Dylan Miranda that met at the quarterback.
They just threw the flag. They're going to get him for celebrating. Taunting.
That's just bad. That the kid got up
and celebrated.
With his teammate away from the Hayfield players, and they throw a flag. That's just bad. You can't have the kids without emotion. Kids are going to be emotion. If they're not in the quarterback's face or another player's face, let them have their celebration for 2 seconds and run back to the huddle.
I always think that those referees that call those penalties never had a quarterback sack before. That's Pringle on the reception, running wild.
And that's what happens. You turn a 7-yard loss on a sack into a 15-yard first down, and they get another 15 yards on the play. And now the Hawks are in Titan territory threatening to score here. Saufer's got the ball. Looks to snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it. Up the middle. First down and more. Shakes off a tackle and will go in the end zone for a touchdown. Titans defense came out with a wonderful play. The referees decided that they celebrated too much, gave them a first down. In 2 plays, the Hawks go down the field and score a touchdown. And the momentum that the offense just got was taken away by a quick drive from the Hawks. That's another case of the officials affecting the game. They would have had them second and long on their own 30-yard line. Instead, they got a first down in midfield. And the extra point is good.
Simply because the young man got up and was excited over the fact that he had a quarterback sack. You know, you can't take the enthusiasm and the emotion out of the game. He didn't appear to be in the face of the quarterback. He was celebrating with his own teammate.
He turned around. Lamont Williams and Dylan Miranda found each other. They found the quarterback first, and they got up to find each other. And the referee just throws a flag and just completely changes that drive. And got to give Hayfield credit. They capitalized on it quickly. And that's the only good thing for the Titans, that happened very fast. So the Titan offense can go right back on the field. who was in rhythm going on their last drive. But I just hate to see that because kids are going to be emotional. This is an emotional game. High school football is an emotional sport. No matter if this is a rival or a team you've never seen before in your life, it's emotion. And you got to let the kids have some emotion. You got to let them have a leeway.
And that kind of control is, it doesn't do anything for the good of the game. It's not, I don't believe it's unsportsmanlike to celebrate after you make a big play. Taunting is one thing. That's a whole other thing. Tavares Brown takes the kickoff, and he turns the corner. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown. Tavares Brown, 85 yards on the return, and it looked like a horse collar at the end.
It did, but he didn't throw it. But I think he got him around the shoulder pad and didn't grab the neck. But they've been playing with fire. They've been kicking it to him. And that time, that outside person went too far inside. And that's all Tavares Brown needed was a step. And that step took him to the house. And Titans come right back down the field and answer. You expect the Titans to go for 2 here, possibly to get it to 9. If they don't get it, the score, it'll be an 11-point difference. But what an answer from the senior leader, Tavares Brown. And the return team. Let's give credit to the return team. They blocked it well.
Good blocking downfield. Now, if we're predictable, this will be a quarterback keep going to the left side. If Hayfield gives that up, someone's just not paying attention. That's what they tried to do, yeah.
The coach right on it. That's the time where you flip that formation, you run it left, and you have that inside slot come by, and you give it to him going the other way. But like you said, it's an 11-point game, so it's still a 2-score game, no matter if they had gotten it or not. The Titan defense just has to man up and make a play. And apparently they have to make the play and not celebrate when they make the play. But we definitely have an exciting game, as we've seen 3 touchdowns in less than 4 minutes. Titans march down the field impressively, get a touchdown. Hawks get a quick touchdown. The Titans return the kickoff back for a touchdown. And this is definitely a shootout that we come to expect.
Josue Gomez lined up to kick the ball off for the Titans. See if we can keep one in bounds. Line drive, out of bounds.
I don't understand. If both kickers seem to be right-footed kickers, which means their ball's going to hook to the left, but they line up on the left hash. If they can't kick it straight, then you got to have them kick it from the middle. I mean, unless you're just conceding returns and give them the ball to 35.
So for in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 back in the backfield with him. They fake the handoff, he keeps it, picks up 5.
One thing I've noticed from the Titans defense, they don't have any true D linemen out there. There are no D tackles out there. Lamont Williams is lined up with his hand in the dirt as a 0 tech D tackle, and you had the linebackers walked up in the gaps. But it looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Hawks.
Unsportsmanlike.
I think the officials have met their quota of unsportsmanlike conduct flags for the night. As another one on the Hawks will push them back 15 yards. I did notice at the end of the play when the Hayfield players came in late and pushed or clipped somebody from behind, I don't know if that's what they called, but however.
It'll bring second and about 20 for the Hawks. Sofer sends a man in motion. He looks left. Oh! Off the hands of the receiver, falls harmlessly to the ground.
There was a Titan there, number 18, Mario Lamine. It kind of hit his chest and kind of trapped in his legs and hit the ground. But this is the down right here. Get a stop and get off the field. Got to find a way here, defense.
3rd and 18. Sofer sends a man in motion. Looks at that man and takes off up the middle of the field. He's running a long way. And there's going to be a face mask at the end of that.
That is what I said. There's no D lineman in the middle of the field. And so they block those linebackers. They turn them one direction, and he's got a head of steam. I don't know why on 3rd and 19 you just don't play back and make him have to throw a good pass too. Now he gets a 60-yard run with the face mask on the end of it. That's brutal for the defense. 3rd and 19.
Quarterback draw.
Quarterback draw.
To be working. Sofer takes a snap, throws it long. Touchdown.
That's Pringle again. 3rd score tonight, and he's shown why he's the Hawks' top receiver. And 2 plays, they had him 3rd and 19. Get him off the field in their own territory. They give up a 60-yard QB draw. And next thing you know, next play, touchdown. And it's another self-inflicted wound. And I think that one's more scheme-wise. You've got a 3rd and 19. You don't need to blitz up. You play back.
Or if you're going to blitz, you can't give up 60 yards on a quarterback draw.
Someone's got to be in the middle of the field. Someone has to be in the middle of the field if you blitz.
7:17 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Hayfield stretches their lead, 39-21. Plenty of time left, but somebody's got to play some defense.
Definitely. Someone has to play defense. And I'd like the adjustment putting some smaller guys in there, but there's still got to be some type of D lineman to control the middle. Because Lamont Williams isn't used to having his hand in the dirt. He's just going there being athletic, trying to make a play. And your instincts are to go hit the quarterback. But the quarterback wants you to come upfield so he can go where you're supposed to be. And all he needs is a step. He's pretty athletic.
Kick to Brown again. Brown takes a step. Brown up the middle. Met this time at the 30-yard line. 20 yards on the return.
And there's another fracas after the play.
A lot of extracurricular out there. Flag on the play.
The flag was thrown. There's a lot of it after the play. Every kickoff, there's been something. And I know that involved number 45 of the Titans, Dennis Johnson, who's a very physical player. I didn't see the Hawk because their numbers kind of bleed together. Man, Coach Anderson had to get some new suits, man. It's just different seeing him that thin, you know. He's still in his suit and tie.
Unsportsmanlike against the Titans.
This time they've only penalized T.C. Williams. Got to be smart.
Take it back to the 20-yard line. Play resumes. It'll be 1st and 10, TC from their own 20-yard line.
The Titans are capable of winning this game. It's just they've got to make the right plays on defense. That's what it's really coming down to.
Interesting formation here. One man up, one man back on both sides.
This is the old Baylor stack formation. 23 is the one, for the Hawks, is the defender they're putting in jeopardy.
Longer beam keeps it, picks up just a couple.
23 is the one that they're trying to put in jeopardy for the Hawks. They don't have a 23 listed in their roster, but he's the one that's kind of playing that rover safety linebacker, and they're reading him. If he goes out wide and they give it inside. If he stays inside, they go wide. So it's basically you're reading one person on the defense.
Quarterback's instruction will be if he doesn't commit, you go. Tavares Brown takes it, picks up a 1st down. It was going to be a pass. Longerbeam was covered. He had to pull it down. He picks up about 15. 1st down, TC.
Yeah, they were picking on 23 again, but 23 took Longerbeam in coverage like he was supposed to. And Tavares Brown was an athlete and made a play. Escaped what would have been a sack, got around the end, and got a 1st down.
Tavares Brown has been effective on the offensive side of the ball. I'm surprised he doesn't play even more. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Longerbeam gets the snap, hands it off to Eaton. Eaton gets 6 or 7 right up the gut.
If that's a cleaner exchange, Eaton still might be running because he had to turn his shoulders to pull the ball from Longerbeam. If he gets that clean, a full head of steam, that's easily a 1st down, and he could still be running right now to the end zone.
He gives it to a clean this time. He takes off the right side, breaks off about 20 yards on the carry.
And if you notice, when Eaton runs, he's delivering the blows. He's not – they might be tackling him, but he's hitting them while being tackled. And that's what you do. Wear him down.
Titans rush up again. Same play. He gets another 7 or 8. Titans have discovered something on their right side, the Hayfield left side. They're breaking off big chunks of yardage. 5:28 to go. Titans are driving.
That's where that player was who got ejected. That was his spot. He's no longer in the game.
They give it to him again. He gets another 6 or 7. It'll be a Titan 1st down.
That's what happens. The starter's no longer there. He's disqualified from this game. And the Titans are running where that player was. And you keep doing it. Don't be afraid to pull it one time and go over the top to see if that safety's staying honest.
Eaton, they get. Longerbeam keeps it this time, goes off the left side. 10, 15. Pulled down just inside the 15-yard line. That's enough for another Titan 1st down.
There you go. And that one time you need him to pull it, they've all been flowing left, chasing Eaton. You pull it, another 1st down, and the Titan offense is rolling down the field. This is going to be another run here.
I got to go back to Eaton one more time. See, can they stop him? They can. He gets 5.
Hey, if 5 a clip, you will score touchdowns every time. If you get 5 yards a carry, you'll score touchdowns every time. Another run to Eaton, or it's going to be an option pull here.
They finally get stout on that left side. TC's right. It'll be 3rd down.
The slot didn't block his man clean there, If he would have held on to his man, Eaton could have got around him and would had an opportunity to score. But that's the time you pull that out and you run a wide receiver right behind where they were supposed to be. There'd have been no one there. As the clock ticks, about 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Longerbeam in the shotgun, takes a snap, he keeps it, still on his feet, in for the touchdown. Good ball handling that time. I thought it was a handoff. He kept it, made one man miss, he scores.
He almost looked like a point guard. You know how a point guard gets past the first screen there in the lane and they quite don't know where to go?
They cross over.
He crossed over. He went back around the other side, and it was there. And Hayfield Hawks have not been able to contain Longerbeam all night. Titans going for 2 here to make it 39-29. Williams is in the game for Eaton. Eaton had an impressive drive.
Empty backfield. Longerbeam looks right, throws right, good.
Senko with the catch.
2-point conversion is good. 3:50 remaining. Hayfield 39, Titans 29. Titans answer, an impressive drive.
That's 8 there. Hawks got 7. Good drive there, and way to break a tendency on the 2-point conversion. The Hawks were all thinking run, and when he went straight back pass, Senko ran a quick out. Good throw, and now the defense has got to step up and make a play.
That ball was thrown where only the receiver could catch it.
And on that drive, we're seeing the maturity of Longerbeam at the quarterback position. Like you said, that was he took his time, was patient, knew where he wanted to go with the ball, then delivered a perfect ball where either Senko was going to catch it or nobody was going to catch it. And that's showing the maturity level and experience coming with playing the position. There's a lot that goes into being a quarterback, and he's learning it on the fly almost, but he's doing a pretty good job. Now it's imperative on the special teams to keep the ball in bounds, as I notice they're kicking from the middle now, and B, the defense to make a stop and get off the field.
Longerbeam did play quarterback as a freshman. Didn't play quarterback. Got injured last year, playing receiver.
That first game against Parkview, yeah.
There we go. Nice long kick, middle of the field. Fielded at the 12. They bring it out to the 15, to the 20, to the 30, to the 40. Out of bounds at the Titan 45-yard line.
Number 7, Rajon Pringle, showing he's probably the best athlete that Hayfield has. He's been impressive on returns, and he's been impressive on the receiving end as well.
He's been a go-to man today, no question.
The 2 players is really from the Hawks that have hurt us has been Pringle and the quarterback Soper. If you contain them, make someone else beat you, Titans have a chance.
Sofer's had an outstanding game. He lines up in the shotgun, looking for the snap. He gets it. Looks left. Steps up in the pocket. Lets it go. Oh, out of one receiver to another. Tip drill. Number 10 ends up with it.
That was Javon Wiggins' 3 with who the pass was intended to. Pops in the air, and Scott Woods look what he finds.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way. Look, that's one of those moments. Look what I found.
Exactly.
1st and 10 for the Hawks. The 24. Sofer keeps the ball, picks up 10.
Sofer is deceptively elusive. Lamont Williams had a kill shot on him in the backfield, ducked his head a little bit. Just a quick jump cut from Sofer was able to go outside him and get 10 yards.
Titans go back to their traditional defensive line. Kahn and Johnson come back in at the tackles. Running off the left side this time. Another big chunk of yards, maybe 8 or 9.
Battle the ball carrier. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down, Hayfield.
2nd and maybe 1.
Less than one.
Quarterback draw again. This time they stop him.
He might have enough for a first down, though.
And he does. First and goal.
And that is another Hayfield first down.
First and goal from just inside the outside, it's about the 8-yard line. Sofer looks left. They drag him down.
Good job. They tried to load up that side and run the short side of the field. Titans weren't having it. But they're leaving.
That was Zane Khan on the tackle.
You got a D lineman in there. D lineman's able to get off the smaller Hayfield lineman and make a play.
Make a play, yeah. Second and goal from just outside the 10. Sofer looking, runs right, in for the score.
Titans are in man defense, so the DBs are chasing the receivers. Whoever Contain was on that side let Sofer get around, and he jogs in the end zone.
1:45 in the third quarter. Titans go down 45-29.
Only problem with the shootout is if you don't have the lead in the shootout, you've got to eventually get a stop. So Hayfield doesn't mind going point for point if they have the lead, the advantage. That's Tariq Moore, number 17, coming off the field for the Titans. And they have blocked the kick.
1:45 to go in the third quarter. Hayfield has a 45-29 lead.
Now the offense can't fret. They got to still go down and do their job and put points on the board, which they've shown the capability to do this quarter, and hope the defense can get a stop. But they can't worry about that now. Offense can't panic. Has to do their job, move the ball down the field.
45 to lot. Where was that 45?
Eden got a lot of runs off the Titans' right side, the Hawks' left side.
Fans on Wednesday, please stop by to see our cheerleaders in action. As the district cheerleading championships will be held here at Hayfield.
Brown and Honesty again deep for the Titans.
They haven't shown anything different than kicking it to Brown. So you take your chances with that.
They set up camp on the he gets it at the 15. He's to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35. Down to the 37-yard line. 22 yards on the return. Titans ball, first and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
That's on what I've noticed that the Hawks, they put a different person on that end, and it's coming down the field earlier who gave up that contain for the touchdown. Let's see if the Hawks have adjusted to strengthen their left side of their defensive line, because that was getting torn up last drive.
Eaton had a fantastic drive that last series of plays. He's standing next to Longerbeam as he takes the snap. Straight give. Picks up a couple. Pickup of about 1.5, second and 8.
Second down.
Longerbeam gives it, keeps it, comes off the left side, gets about 3.
And that's going to be
a
horse
flag.
Got to be a horse collar.
Or a face mask, something.
Either or. It's going to be a tackling infraction. Runners don't get infractions when they're running with the ball.
He gets unnecessary roughness on that, we got a problem.
Right. I'm going to have to see this new rule book.
Face mask against Hayfield. That's 15 and a first down.
And capitalize on the Hawks' mistakes.
Move right on down the field.
Don't be afraid to take a deep shot. Catch these safeties trying to come downhill to help in the run game.
Be 1st and 10 TC from the Hayfield 43-yard line. 1:10 to go in the quarter. Titans driving. Oh, this time he draws his own man off. The hard count. Got our tackle leaning.
The Hawks jumped, but they didn't jump in the neutral zone. But our tackle couldn't hold his weight.
On the second one.
On the second
one, he was ready for it. He wasn't ready for that second one. Clock's running under a minute.
Starting to see our breath in the air, which let us know it's football season.
Longer beam gets the snap, hands it to Eaton. Eaton's off that right side. Gets about 5. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought down at the line. 2nd down.
It's good to see Eaton getting those carries, getting those touches. And he's one of those that needs multiple touches to get in the rhythm. And once he gets in the rhythm, he starts punishing other players. Titans need to move a little quicker here, trying to get another play before the quarter ends.
And he's clearly, Eaton is clearly more difficult to tackle later in the game rather than earlier. Longer beam gets the snap. Throws it long, way long. Intended for Ross, but Ricky Ross. So that ends the quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Hayfield 45, Titans 29. We got 12 minutes to go. Here in Alexandria, Virginia, homecoming day for the Hayfield Hawks, and they're enjoying a 16-point lead. Titans are going to have to score soon, or they're going to go to 3 and 4.
Which is unfortunate for the Titans, because the playoff seedings at this moment, Hayfield Hawks are the 1 seed in the Occoquan region. The Titans, as they currently stand, would be out of the playoffs at 12 seed. Their victories have come against lesser opponents, some 5As and some opponents with low point scores. So this game is imperative for the Titans in their postseason hopes of going forward. The only other team on their schedule that possesses a lot of points is Mount Vernon, who the Titans will host for homecoming. That's the only other team. Edison is winless on the year, and Annandale's winless on the year. So those wins won't give you that many points. So the Titans need to find a way here in the 4th quarter to come back.
3rd and 10 for the Titans. 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Tavares Brown gets the ball, goes off the right side, has a few yards. He'll be about 1.5 yards short of the first down. Pickup of 12.
That was actually going to be a pass to Treonte Rogers, and they covered it, but there was nobody covering him on the outside contain.
4th and 1. Based on the score of the game, Titans have to go for it here.
Definitely.
Big play. 4th and 1. Titans send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Eaton lined up next to him on the right. Eaton gets the carry. No! Longer beam keeps it and has the first down and some more. Down to about the 20-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 Titans from the Hayfield 20-yard line. Good keep that time.
Longer beam fooled everybody, including the Hawks and us up here, as everyone thought Eaton had took that on the dive up the middle. And next thing you know, we see Longer beam striding around the edge. And a big conversion there from the Titans. Let's see if they can finish this drive and score with 11 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this game.
3 receivers to the right this time. Longer beam goes to, no, he gives it to Eaton. Eaton breaks off the right side and picks up 12.
And on that play, it looked like the Hawks had players in position. And then it looked like Eaton hit a gear that nobody on the Hawks possessed. And this 1st and goal for the Titan offense.
It's a 2-man game. Deception football, when you're indecisive on the D-line and you stand still, you lose. Straight handoff this time to Eaton. He gets down inside the 5, close to the goal line. 2nd down and goal from maybe the 2.
That is impressive. The Titan offensive line is starting to get some movement downhill, and Eaton's following behind them.
This is where I want to see him just give it right to him again and stuff it down their throats. They're crowding the line. They give it to him. He goes around the right side for a touchdown. Anthony Eaton Jr., 2 yards. TC scores. 10:24 remaining in the game. Titans close it up now. 45-35, extra point pending.
They're definitely going to go for 2 here and make it a 1-score game if they can get it. As you can see, that running game is starting to have an effect. The D-line and the linebackers are trying to figure out who has the ball between Eaton and Longerbeam, and that 1 second is costing them 7 to 8 yards on the play.
We're going to have some defensive coordinators with some headaches, as we have seen 80 points already scored.
Well, that's football in 2018, Coach.
Empty backfield. Longerbeam looks, reverses his field again. And now he goes back to the left, still looking, and he's going to get in there. 2-point conversion. Robert Longerbeam runs about 35 yards, but he gets 2 points.
I'm glad he didn't throw it because it would have been ineligible downfield, and now we do have a flag. He never did throw the ball, so it can't be ineligible downfield. It
cannot be ineligible downfield.
It's actually going to be on the Hawks from the Titans. That's the old Madden NCAA football play. I'm going to scramble. Doesn't work. I'm going to spin back, and then you were able to get out there.
X, Y.
L1 trigger. Works every time.
10:24 to go, 45-37.
So now they're in 1 score. The Titans have to get a stop. You have to find a way to get a stop. And you have to make someone other than Sofer and Pringle beat you. Because those have been the names we've called the most tonight from the Hawks.
1 possession game. Titans have continued to fight back. They're turning into a second-half team.
And what's happening is the Hawks, they're talking to the officials. They're getting in their heads. Coach Henderson had to come and get number 8, Marquez Purdue. Apparently he's who the penalty's on. They still haven't signaled what it does. But Coach Henderson had to come get him, and he's on the sideline with his helmet off, throwing it down, having a tantrum like he's Odell Beckham Jr., and the Titans have the chance. Still waiting on a signal. And they're still over there trying to calm him down. And they still haven't signaled anything, and the ball's on the 40.
There was a penalty called.
So they would have to move the ball up if there was a penalty.
Unsportsmanlike. Now they're going to mark it
Now they
off.
move it off. Okay.
That'll be 15. They're going to kick the ball again from the
end zone. Kick the ball to the end zone. Now,
Titans are kicking from the 45.
Or onside. Either one, as long as it goes far. Now,
they can't let them get it on the 35 when they kick from the 45.
Right. That's the rare time you'll see the back judge signal the penalty because he is technically the referee on this play. A little football quirk.
Onside kick. Oh, and the Titans may have it.
The Titans
onside
have it.
Kick.
The Titans
get an onside kick. The unsportsmanlike penalty bites the Hawks in the tail. Titans have the ball. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Lamont Williams on the recovery.
They stood there and watched it bounce. the up back has to go get it, or you have to go hit somebody and hope somebody else comes to get it. The Hawks all looked at it. The kicker almost had it, and Lamont Williams came behind him and fielded it. Now, if the Titans can come here and score a touchdown, all the pressure's now on the Hawks.
The trouble with not attacking the ball is when you bend down, you look up and you see some other guys coming really fast. Longer beam gets the snap. He gives it to Eaton. He gets nowhere, trying to come off the right side.
That would have been the one for Longer beam to keep. That end had shot way up the field, was reading Eaton. You keep that on go inside or go the other side, other direction.
It is a cat and mouse two-man game. Eaton and Longer beam handling their business. Fakes it to him again, gives it to him. Oh, he's brought down abruptly after about a 3-yard gain. It'll be a 3rd and a long 7. This would be a great time for Ricky Ross to get a touch.
Ricky Ross to Treontae Rodgers, who hasn't had a catch today. This or a middle screen. This would be a perfect time for a middle screen.
Make their aggressiveness work against them.
They're charging downhill. Go behind them.
Longerbeam hands it to him, but late.
That was actually the right play call, but it took too long on the decision. Easton had got his man in a certain direction, which all you want him to do, and let Eaton run off that. It was too late. Now it's 4th and 6 on the 25.
8:50 to go. Big play here for the Titans. Longerbeam rolls right. He tosses it. Oh, he had it, could not hold on.
That was a great throw from Longerbeam, and Senko had it and got a foot down, but then lost it on his way down to the ground. And opportunity squandered there. It was a good play call. I prefer that play call on 3rd down. But it's a good play call.
Longerbeam put the ball on the money, too.
That's all on the receiver.
You got to catch that. You got to catch that.
But that's the time you may want to bounce you put a Ross or Rodgers in the slot and let him run the route and let Senko just run a clear out 9 and get your best receivers with a chance to catch the ball.
Hayfield 1st and 10 from the 25. Handed off the right side. He runs for 15 yards and out of bounds. 1st down, Hayfield.
That's 12 yards, and that's too easy. That's too easy. Got to find a way somehow.
Sofer takes a snap, hands it off, nowhere.
That was a good stop there. They played their assignments. He stopped, took the running back. The outside man had the quarterback, and they stopped.
There was number 10 on the tackle for the Titans.
That was Damian Thompson there. Good job from his end position.
2nd and 11. Sofer in the backfield by himself. Looking over the line, letting the clock run.
Henderson trying to milk the clock.
Handoff, pickup of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Titans got to find a way here. Find a way. Sofer with his feet on 3rd downs has been effective. You got to do something with Sofer, contain him.
At least have a linebacker spying him. This is where they like to run that quarterback draw. Where they fake it to the running back, and he keeps it.
Have somebody peel back and stand there and watch Sofer.
Sofer back to pass. He's being flushed out of the pocket and gets around the right side. He'll be very close to a 1st down.
He's either close or they're going to give it to him. They actually did a good job containing him there, but that end cut inside. If he stays outside, Sofer gets bottled up there. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Titans defense needs to stop.
So forgives off the left side. A break off about 5. Lipford on the carry.
Takes the ball down across the 45-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Hayfield's keeping it more on the ground here with the run play. Coach Henderson wants the clock to move.
Up 8 in the ball.
They're taking a lot longer looking on the sideline for the play calls.
Very deliberate with the executing the play, letting the clock run. Straight handoff. No, he keeps it.
Stop at the ball carrier. Brought down close to the marker.
He needs 2, he needs 3, he gets them. Time is going to become an issue here. Hayfield is absorbing a lot of clock here. Sofer in the shotgun, waiting, 6 minutes and counting.
He's waiting. Coach Henderson staring up at the clock. He looks to him when it's time to run the play.
Run off the right side, get a couple. It is clear. Coach Henderson wants this game to be over. He is trying to milk this clock.
He's seen his 3-score lead evaporate, and he's trying to get home.
They play with tempo for the whole game, but now it's a snail's pace. Still waiting.
Coach Henderson looking up at the clock. Now he looks over. Quarterback Sofer takes the snap.
Oh, they were leaning.
The running back was leaning there, definitely.
They took off. He took off. They were leaning before the ball. Officials missed that. Hayfield scores.
Yeah, number 9 definitely fell forward. Clear tell he was getting the ball.
And he was moving. He had some momentum before the ball was snapped.
And that's the difference between crews. Last week, that crew was on that. It was about 4 or 5 times West Potomac did it, and it was called. This crew misses it, and the Titans miss him going down the field, and it's a touchdown, and it's now a 2-score game.
This is the unsportsmanlike crew. That penalty's been called maybe 7 or 8 times tonight and has had some bearing on the game. 5:05 remaining in the contest. Hayfield has 52, Titans 37.
This is definitely film that defensive coordinators will not want to watch, and defensive players as a whole. It's going to be a lot to watch here, a lot to digest. As the Hawks have put up a lot of points, but they've given up a lot of points as well. Titans still have a chance, though. It's 5 minutes. You got to go down the field and score. They need a quick score here. Let's see if they kick this to Tavares Brown.
And they do. Brown fields it at the 15, fumbles it, falls back on it at about the 26.
Fumble on the return.
The Hawks came out the pile with it.
And they rule a fumble.
And they give the ball to Hayfield. That's another call in a series of questionable calls. It looked like Tavares Brown had laid on it and was down, and then the ball came out again.
The Titan faithful are starting to foul out. That might be the blow they can't overcome. Hayfield could get this down to under 2 minutes, whether or not they score, and they're up 2 scores.
Titans will look back on their chances they had in this game, and they had plenty.
They are content to let this clock run down. They have to snap it about 4:15, and they do. He keeps it off the right side. And he scores. Sofer scores again.
And that'll wrap this one up. Unfortunate.
Hayfield puts up a whopping 58 points. I can't recall when the Titans have given up 58 points on defense.
It's been a while. It's been a long while.
37 points scored should win the ball game.
Yeah.
58 points given on defense rarely results in a victory. Extra point makes it 59. 59-37, 4:05 remaining in the contest.
Now, I will say this. The defense did get some short ends on some turnovers that backed them up
to the short
end.
Punt.
The short punt and the interception return and that fumble return there. So that was 2 turnovers that gave them Hayfield prime position. And as they've proven tonight, their offense doesn't need help. You don't need to help them.
Miscues have been an important part of this ball game.
The Titans, when they look at the film, are going to see that. They're going to see a lot of mistakes that were self-inflicted. Lagerbeam's interception, the fumble there by Tavares Brown, that 9-yard punt. Those things are something that you can control. Now, the referee's calls you cannot control, but those plays right there you can definitely control. The kicks out of bounds. Like when you're kicking on their 45, you kick it out of bounds, so they get it on the 35.
And then the one time they did not execute the onside kick. It was a 1-possession game, and they could not convert.
And you couldn't convert. You scored there. It's a tied game. It would have been. It was 45-37. You're on their 25-yard line and couldn't get it in.
Exciting game tonight, full of action, lots of things going on. Unfortunately, it looks like the Titans going to end up on the short end of this contest, but a good, brisk, cool Friday night football game.
Good adjective, brisk.
Longerbeam takes a snap and looks to pass. Throws it long for Rogers. He tries to one-hand it. He's got to high point that ball, and he have a chance to catch it.
That's the first time he's had an opportunity to catch the ball.
First target, yep.
That can't happen. The sophomore receiver, definitely the best receiver talent on the team, has to get more touches.
I don't know. Ross might have something to say about
Ross. Ross a better athlete. Rogers is a better receiver.
Short gain on the play.
That was Eaton there.
3:35 and counting. 3rd and 9 for the Titans from the 26-yard line. Empty backfield for Longerbeam. Goes back to pass. He looks, and throws it late. It appears he was over the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play.
It doesn't look like ineligible because all the linemen are standing back there with him.
No, he may have passed the original line of scrimmage when he threw the ball.
Legal forward pass, so that's going to be 5 yards and lost it down.
Lost it down. It'll still be 4th down.
I heard because that was actually a good play to stay alive and find the open receiver on the sideline.
Longerbeam actually had some room to run over there. I was surprised that he pulled it down.
Titans next week will have their last road game of the season as they go to play the Edison Eagles, literally half a mile from where we're sitting tonight.
Longerbeam keeps it, gets a 1st down.
I did think that was an unusual play design. The right tackle had ran out to the right, almost like he was running a flat route. Turned around, looked, found nobody to block. Longerbeam came by him running, and he hit the D tackle chasing after him. By the way, Titans get a 1st down.
Referee wound that clock quickly.
He's probably a little chilly himself.
Ball handed off to Eaton, who's dropped for a loss of about 2 or 3. Unusual time for a handoff there, where you got to have 2 scores under 3 minutes.
They got helmets stuck together.
Play resumes. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Titans from the 35-yard line. 2:31, clock's running. Longerbeam keeps it, makes a move, picks up maybe 12 or about 12 yards. He's still about 2 yards short. 2:03 and counting, 3rd and 4. This time he gives it to, who is that?
Eaton. That's Eaton on the keeper. With the carry and gets the 1st down.
147 and counting. Longerbeam back to pass, throws it over the middle. Caught.
I will say this, Easton has some real nice hands.
Some strong hands.
Now that's what you want out of a receiver. He high pointed that ball, snatched it down, secured it, then tried to turn upfield and get extra yards.
They really have to find other ways to get him the ball in space.
Yeah, he can be an effective receiver in his offense.
Longerbeam rolls, tosses it to Eaton. Eason catches it and gets out of bounds.
That is a little confusing. We have an Eaton and an Eason.
Once again, a reminder, please call now to arrange for
Picks up 8, 2nd and 2.
He has to come out, but he's done a good job tonight. And like I said,
I'd like to see him get some more touches early in the game. One more thing for defenses to have to
account for.
Roll right, short pass to his replacement, number 16, picks up a 1st down.
Not bad, and seeing good passes now.
Titans still fighting. I like it. 114, and they're still trying to score.
You go down the field, you score. You keep playing. You never concede or give up till the game's over. You always play hard.
Rolls left, looks left, Throws to the corner. Touchdown.
Do it to Ross. That was a straight box out. Put the corner back on his hip. He caught the ball.
Touchdown, Ricky Ross. 54 seconds. Titans get up to 43.
There's a penalty on the field, and it's going to be against T.C. Williams for an eligible downfield.
Take the points off the board. Run it again.
Goes to the other side to Rodgers.
That's pass interference, uncalled.
That was pass interference that on the defense when they called the magical pass interference on offense.
He had 8 seconds to go, 2nd and 15.
He had his shoulder pad held the whole way, but I like the throw.
He's got to high point that ball. He's trying to stay on his feet.
Yeah, he's going to have to learn that you're going to have to give up that body to catch that ball.
Longer beam rolls left, throws left, intercepted.
He took too long to throw that pass, and
that's the 2nd
interception
of the day. 43 seconds to go. I anticipate the victory formation for Hayfield. The Titans will fall to 3-4. Hayfield goes to 5-1.
Yeah, it's like that ineligible downfield. You don't call that unless he was 20 yards downfield. But it is what it is. And the Hawks did what they had to do to win this game and take control of this district. I only see them having one hard contest left, and they play Oakton. Oakton has been pretty decent this year, but they'll probably be favored in that game.
Ooh, Titans get a tackle. They lose.
About to say, call timeout. They're near the end zone. They're going to spot it at the 5. If he was tackled down at the 2.
31 seconds. All Hayfield has to do is kneel on the ball. I don't know why they would be in the shotgun now. You go into the victory formation, let the clock run out, call it a game.
That's because they don't ever go in the center. So they're not used to it. Quarterback probably never does it. He goes on the center now. Be all sorts of fumbles. But like I said, next week, Titans have their last road game of the season against the Addison Eagles, which is literally a mile up the street from where we are tonight. Titans definitely be favored in that game. They let out some of their anger from this one. And then a tough matchup for homecoming with Mount Vernon Majors.
Sofer runs the ball again.
And the referee throws a flag. Usually they let stuff go at these points in the game. But it's on the Hawks.
Flag on the play. Holding on Hayfield.
Well, at least you can
I question the wisdom. You got a starting quarterback who's having a banner year, and you have him running a naked bootleg in the 4th quarter. He's one turned ankle from the season being over.
Especially when you're the 1 seed in the region right now, you got to start thinking the future. And as a player, I'm not going to maliciously try to hurt somebody, but if he's running the ball, I'm going to try to hit him as hard as possible. And now
21 seconds remaining. 59-37 Hayfield.
Oh, they took Soper out. This looks like somebody else.
And is he going under center?
Well, the clock is running, so they're not going to snap the ball.
And that's the ball game. The final score, Hayfield 59, Titans 37. This is Jim Gibson along with Felix Trammell saying thank you for watching. You can catch this game on TCTV or via YouTube or on Thursday evenings on channel 71 in Comcast. We'll see you again next week as the Titans take on the Edison Eagles. Once again, thanks for watching Titans football.